Traders, Raghee here, and welcome to our Friday update. And what we're going to be taking a look at here is the Dow, but I just don't want to take a look at the trends we see on the Dow because, well, if you've been following these updates here, or even if you follow me in the Charts and Coffee pregame show each morning, 9 a.m., right here at the Simpler Trading YouTube channel, whether you're a member, whether you're not a member, come on over with your questions. We do that each and every morning. So you know then that we're green over green and dip buys are valid. So one of the things that would be really good to do, knowing what we're working with right now, is the idea that could we get an inside day? Could we get a minor low? Maybe we're going to test the 55 exponential, but we are in a zone of support. And where there's support in an uptrend, there is a potential buying opportunity. Now, we're not getting this kind of pullback across the board. One of the reasons we're getting this pullback, one of the opportunities that the Dow is giving us is because XLE and even more so XLF have sold off to a much more exaggerated degree than some of the other corners of the market, like tech or even consumer discretionary. So the NASDAQ is not presenting this opportunity, but the Dow and the S&P are, okay? Now, what gets really interesting for us is, where are we within the year? Let's dive into where we are within the year in terms of seasonals. And I'm going to show you basically what a 5-year composite for the S&P and for the Dow, what they look like. Now, 5-year composite is we're looking at the cyclical nature of what these two indices do over the course of the last 5 years. What is the typical rhythm? And so while we talk a lot about Santa rallies, I want to mention it's really a two-part conversation that starts in October. And what that means is, yes, the overall direction clearly is up. But what I'm much more interested in is what are the timing in terms of the opportunities? Are we in one of those really nice moves to the upside? Well, take a look. As we close out November, things start to get a little choppy. We get another push higher. And then as we start to close out December, we get another quick move lower. So there's really two legs potentially of this Santa rally. Now, what I've just done is detrended this. Now, don't get too freaked out. All I'm doing is really exaggerating some of these moves so you can see what I'm talking about in terms of late November, late December for those pullbacks. And that's the S&P. Let's take a look here at the Dow. And we'll pull up the DIA. Oop, not the DIA here. We'll pull up the Dow for that. So here we have the Dow, 5-year look back. And once again, you'll see that Santa rally, if you want to call it that end of the year rally, really starts at the end of October with more of sort of a Halloween start date. Okay. Pullback in mid-November, or actually, mid to late November. Again, same thing in December. So think about this as a two-parter. We want to be bullish, absolutely, but we want to be ready for those pullbacks that we're going to see. Now, maybe this pullback is happening a little sooner, right? The one that we're getting right now on the 19th. But if we're getting a pretty healthy pullback on the 19th and we're expecting it really on the 22nd, and this is a 5-year composite, that's still pretty darn impressive in terms of being ready for that move towards the end of the year. So I hope that helps. This is going to be just sort of a foundation of what we can look at with a little bit of timing. We've got the direction down because we're already seeing the clarity on the chart in terms of the Dow and the S&P. These pullbacks are coming at a really good time within the context of both these two uptrends. I'll see you next week. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.